So the Waukesha Christmas parade attack. I want to talk about this story a little bit. So this is just a quick synopsis of what happened. On November 21st, 2021, 39-year-old Darrell E. Brooks drove a sport utility vehicle, into the annual Christmas parade in Waukesha, Wisconsin, United States, killing 6 people and injuring 62 others. Brooks was arrested and charged with 6 counts of first-degree intentional homicide, as well as 70 additional charges. Brooks pleaded not guilty to the charges and chose to represent himself in court. His trial began on October 3rd, 2022. And then it continued to say he was found guilty on all 76 charges on October 26th. I want to talk about this story right here because it's a real problem in our community when it comes to this whole sovereign citizen thing. And I definitely can relate to it. I almost got caught up in it at one moment, putting some type of universal code on my ID just so police won't blase blah. I mean, at that time, I didn't know any better. I didn't understand white supremacy and how it worked. One time, Nelly Fuller. I didn't understand white supremacy and how it operates and how organized, intelligent, and deceptive this system is we got before us. So this whole sovereign citizen thing, this is not only prison jail babble, and I know we hear that phrase all the time, but this is something Negroes do in jail just so time can go by, just so they can cope with being caught up by white supremacy, and they could intellectually masturbate verbally about what they think the solution is, even though it's not an obvious solution. So I watched little bits of this trial, and I got some points to say about it. I actually didn't write them down. I wanted to, but I'm just gonna freestyle this. But the things that I noticed about this guy right here is that he was in court being emotional, of course frustrated, because he obviously thought some of this stuff was going to hold in real world events. These people find all these loopholes in laws that you either never heard of them, or it's some law from back in the day, previous time, or just some jargon, some verbal jargon that they just take part in, or legalese, I should say legalese, some verbal jail nigga babble legalese that they actually think is going to work in the court of law. And this guy was trying to use all these little, legally sovereign citizen tactics about the state being the victim and his Sixth Amendment right, he should be able to approach your person that's accusing him for a crime, which it was him against the state, right? So I'm guessing what they trying to say is, since the state is not a legal person, it's an entity, it's a it's a business, it's an entity. It's not a living being. It's just a business thing. At the end of the day, it's a business. So the state itself shouldn't be able to call him the criminal without it being an actual living human being. And when you don't understand white supremacy, you don't realize that these people do not care about those loopholes that they might have in the judicial system. They don't even care. The judge kept denying his request for her to prove that she had jurisdiction to penalize him or to act as a judge. And it was just ridiculous the way he kept attempting to use this sovereign citizen legal jail niggle jargon that got him nowhere. I mean, the whole sovereign citizen community should be embarrassed right now. And you guys should see that this is just another scam by a group of lost individuals who claim that they're approaching and fighting white supremacy by denying the fact that the white supremacists are in charge. You know, you're going to go to court with special words. You got these magical words you're going to tell the judge after they seen you on videotape running into innocent people. So, yeah, fight white supremacy, man, but not that way. You obviously look like you out there doing some criminal type shit. It's not intelligent. It's not organized. It's just cracker, and then you run into some white people. Obviously, you look like you a hate monger. That ain't the way it's done. So these type of individuals, man, they'll never empower us. They have this whole thing of denying white supremacy culture, which in turn they create verbal jargon that make them actually feel better about this situation versus it actually doing anything. So if you get a chance, man, watch this trial. It's ridiculous at the most. At the most, it didn't surprise me that I seen a brother going to court trying this sovereign citizen whole goofy mess. But I see a lot of this. You know, you're a traveling freeman, and I mean, you can call yourself whatever you want. You might not want to call yourself black. You might want to call yourself Moor or Hebrew, which a lot of these brothers who sovereign, they usually part of the they usually call themselves Hebrew. I would say that. They usually call themselves Hebrew because they don't really practice the religion, and they not really within a community of Hebrew, real Hebrew Israelites. These guys just say that's what they are because they stuck on stupid. So check the story out. Let me know what you think in the comment section.